Hi, I'm Heather Merchek. I have been a Norwex independent sales consultant for 3 months, and I am really excited to have this opportunity. And for me, Norwex was love at first sight. Like my first party, my first exposure to Norwex, I completely fell in love and wanted everything. And over a year, I grew my collection. I had a party, got a lot of stuff for free, and I was telling everybody about it. Like I was so passionate and so obsessed. I was sharing it with everybody and even cleaning my neighbors' houses. So after a year of that, I decided, you know what, I should be getting paid to do this because I'm already sharing it. Why am I not getting paid to do it? So I have a lot of passion behind this. And I think that's what's helped get my business off for a strong start. But I just wanted to share a couple of things that I did in the beginning to get things really rolling. Ashley Dunn is my sponsor. She's amazing. Everybody knows that. First thing she did was text me 2 podcast links. They are the Shine and Succeed podcast by Chris Carlson. The first one is Positive Mindset, and the second one is Bookings Are Everything. These were key for me because they gave me a guide as to where to go, what direction to take my business, and it emphasized the importance of picking 2 launch dates. So first thing I did was bought a calendar, a paper calendar, not my phone, like a paper one, a tangible one that I could look at. And I picked 2 dates for my launch party, 2 dates, one during the week and one on the weekend, because not everybody's going to be able to come on one date. So they had 2 to choose from. I found that helpful. She recommended that. And then I made my list. I made my Frankie list, and I just invited and started telling everybody, even people that lived out of state, friends that I had in previous states that I've lived. I just told everybody, I'm doing this, I'm excited, and you want to come along, or what are you interested? You guys, I was nervous. I did not want to talk in front of people. I was petrified about doing an actual party. So what I did was I went on my back office and I just started playing around, watched the training videos, looked at the different resources, and figured out like what to say exactly. And I was even practicing demos when my kids were having breakfast just so I could feel more comfortable with it. And even at my first launch party, which was like my sister, my mom, my sister's friend, and my neighbor, I was so nervous, I was shaking, but I did it. I did that one, and then 2 days later I did my second one, and after I went through those, I felt so much better. Like I still get nervous before a party, but I feel like the ball's rolling and I'm getting more confident, more comfortable with it each time that I do one. So that's what got me started there. I messaged a friend that lived out of state, and she wrote back and she said, hey, do you do Facebook parties? And I was like, yes, I do. And I immediately called Ashley. I'm like, what do? I don't know how to do a Facebook party. And she walked me through the whole process. So I think for me, it's just saying yes before I even know how to do it, and just knowing that I'm going to figure it out and that there are resources and people available to help me. I asked Ashley anytime I have questions, I'm contacting her, and she is super helpful. And the back office answers a lot of stuff as well. So I'm using those resources. One other thing that I did that was really cool was I had reached out to my hairdresser to invite her to my party, and she was working late so she couldn't go. So the next time I got my hair cut, I brought her a try it kit. So I brought an Enviro cloth and a window cloth, and I said, I'm gonna leave these with you for a week. But before I was leaving, I said, can I just clean your mirror first? And she was like, okay. So right then and there in the hair salon, I cleaned the mirror, and she was like, wow, I want that right now. How do I get that? So she was sold immediately. And what I did was I hung up the microfiber cloths to dry from her vanity. So then all of her customers that came in through the rest of the day were like, what is that? And she was telling them about Norwex. So that like kind of went on, and I had one of her customers call me and want to place an order, and she's placed 3 orders since then. So I think just really putting myself out there and talking about it and being passionate about it and confident, like this is something that's worth it, and I want to share it with people because I think people need it in their homes. So then I learned how to use Canva and Photify. Those are important for party invites, recognition, all kind of Facebook graphic posts. Those are pretty easy to figure out, but I've also played around with it quite a bit now. Customer follow-up is really important. I make it very personal. Follow up a couple days after the party, and then again in 2 weeks, and then again in 2 months. And I have set these up as reminders, and also put it in my calendar so that I remember to follow up with people. And at the party, I'm taking notes on the order forms when everybody leaves, so I can remember who people are, things that we talked about, so I can put a name to a face, because it gets confusing when you meet so many people, and at the end of the party, I'm like, I don't know who everybody was. So I take notes so I can remember those personal details. hostess coaching, I give a really nice thank you gift for people that are hosting for me. I send a thank you card right away. I emphasize the importance of reaching out to people one-on-one when you are inviting them to a party. That's super important rather than group messages. But we know that by now. So the other thing that I do now is that when I run, I only listen to training podcasts, which I think it's exciting because I have Norwex on my brain and I'm even dreaming about it. And I just want to fill myself with as much information as I can to be more successful. So those are some things I'm doing, and thank you very much. Bye.